Hello, Pep. One more game to go. In what's been an incredible season for the team, breaking records this year, there are still some records that the team can break in this game against Southampton. You could get to 100 points in the Premier League. Do you feel there is still the desire in the players to break more of these records, as many as they can?
We'll try. Good morning. We'll try to win the game. That is no doubt about that, because we have done all the season. Even when we are not able to win in different other competitions or in the Premier League, we're going to try to win. And after will be a consequence if we are able to win, if we break or not. But these last weeks, these numbers help us to be focused, to plan the games for something. And we're going to do next Sunday, and we want to finish this Premier League, try to winning games when one team is, okay, not mathematically in the Premier League, but it's, for all respect for Swansea, is almost impossible, Then Southampton don't be when obviously deserves to be in the Premier League.
What would you say has been the most special moment for you in this season?
No, there are many. It's not easy to find the one. In terms of the reason why we won the Premier League is 18 games in a row winning. That is the reason why we won. When a team is able to make 18 games win 18 times in a row, that it was the key point of the season. But and a special moment was many. Last one, Yaya moment, for example, it was one of the nicest ones. So there are many.
I'm sure you're already thinking about next season. How much work do you think maybe needs to be done to the squad now to make sure that you carry on the success or maybe are even more successful?
I said not too much, but it depends on the players. Maybe players are not happy because they want to play more, can ask to leave, or maybe other players are, I don't know, but not too many, because we make a high investment last season, because, again, I repeat, it was an old team, 10, 11 players, more than 31 years old, and we need to change it. And we did it to put it all the effort in last season, and now we're going to make some details, but Yaya is leaving, so but not too many. One, maybe two, I don't know.
And it's the time of year when awards are given out. A lot of people might look at you and think you are the manager of this season, but what would your vote be for in the Premier League if you had a vote to decide who you think is the manager of this season?
There are many. For example, the Crystal Palace manager, what he has done is outstanding. He took over the team in 9 games, 0 points, 0 goals. And he stayed. So my colleague, the Crystal Palace manager, was outstanding what he has done.
Pep, after Sunday, what do you do in terms of you will get time off, but you want to shape your squad for next season? How long are you here for after Sunday?
Sorry, after Sunday?
After Sunday's game, how long do you, what do you do in terms of reshaping the squad, going on holiday, sorting out contracts? What do you do?
No. But sorry, the next Sunday or the
no after the game on Sunday, your season is over.
Southampton.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought after Yaya game. Okay, sorry. What will you do? We stay 2 days here and after go to holidays.
So, in terms of your squad being in shape for when you come back for pre-season.
Well, everybody,
do you already know that? Do you already know?
Everybody goes except 2 or 3 or 4 players go to the World Cup. I will wish them all the best. Enjoy that amazing tournament. And we'll come back 9th of July, I think so. We're going to States, and this period some days I will be here because the kids are in the school, and some days I will be in Manchester, will be with Chiqui, with Ferran, with talk with them, but today is mobile phones, we can speak them, but most of the times I need to leave from Manchester a little bit, so I need my holidays with my wife and the kids.
In terms of your team has been outstanding, we've spoken about the records, everybody's spoken about the records. For you won trophies at Barcelona, you've won trophies at Bayern Munich, you've now won trophies here. Has there been any challenge that you've had to face this season that you've found particularly different to the successes you've had before? Or has it been a lot easier than most seasons have been because you've been so good?
No, it was quite similar. I would not say that is most nicest or more important than, for example, when I won my La Liga the first time in Barcelona or the Bundesliga. So I would not say that. Of course, it's special because the Premier League is the toughest one for the weather conditions, amount of games, for the physicality, for many reasons. It's so complicated, and that's why we are so glad and happy for what we have done. But in every title, important title in the right moment, it was so important because there are a lot of work behind. All the managers won titles, they know exactly. They won for two things, for a lot of work, and because this one, and the other ones, they did it for their own way. So you cannot win titles for the way for the other ones. And all the managers had success with their teams is because they did it for their own way, and that is enough. And we did it this year in our way.
Pep, Brahim Diaz and Phil Foden need one more game to definitely get a Premier League winners medal. Will you have that in mind on Sunday, or do you think a young player needs to earn a medal to get one?
Well, I didn't know it, but that is, all respect, it looks like ridiculous for me. So, all respect. If they won my medal, I will give them medal. They are champion. So they are champion. They were for the day one, for the last one, training with us in the locker room, training. It didn't play for my decisions, but it's the same. It's like Tosin. Tosin was the day one for the other ones training with us. They are champion. It doesn't matter they don't have medal because maybe it's so expensive to give 3, 4, or 5 more medals for the young guys. So one thing is the academy once, but they are all the time training with us. So of course maybe I will be concerned on that, and maybe they were in the lineup and maybe they play. I don't know because I didn't think about the lineup against Southampton. But that is my opinion.
I think you can give them a medal even if they don't make 5 games. Is that something you would be in favour of them?
I will see. Maybe. So the last game play Brahim and Lucas because I decide that because Brahim play more minutes than, for example, Lucas in that game, or, because Phil played days before. I don't know. I try to handle the team. Try to everybody be happy. So it's simple like that.
Hi Pep, you said that you need to go on holiday after a couple of days here. Is this season been harder for you, like more tiring for you and kind of more draining than any other that you've been part of before?
It was harder last season. Believe me. It was harder last season. Of course it was hard. Of course, because all the seasons are long, but it was harder. And you know why. Yes.
Pep, there's reports overnight in Spain saying that Atletico Madrid would like to re-sign Sergio Aguero. Sergio obviously got 2 years left of his contract here. I presume you'll be adamant he's going nowhere this summer.
I think it's not going to happen. My desire, I think it's not going to happen. But I don't know.
You said there about maybe some players were unhappy about if they wanted to go, but essentially you feel that he's happy, so there's no issue that he would want to go.
You know, when this season didn't happen many times in this press conference, but last season was many times. I said maybe 1,000 times. So Sergio is going to stay. Always, I'd say he decide my time here is over. I said last season, I said this season many times, and I said today. So that's why I said that is not going to happen. But in football, you never know, you know.
Pep, there's also reports suggestions that Raheem is stalling, a word we use, or delaying signing a new contract. Do you have any concerns about his future, about his commitment to the club? The
club, the chairman, myself, I want to stay a long time and would like to stay, new contract. But that is now is not in my hands when I said your colleague, so I'm on holidays in 2 days.
Sorry, I meant Raheem Sterling. Answer about Raheem.
Yeah.
Staying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what all of us we want.
All of you.
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Okay.
The club, the chairman, myself, we want he stay as long as possible.
Any more before the embargo? We're going to the Spanish guys and the Catalan guys. Sorry, just one more there with John, and we'll go to the Catalan Spanish guys.
Hi. It's the last chance to speak to you before the World Cup. I just could get your thoughts on who you see as favourites and how you think England will perform.
The same ones, as always, the same ones. I would be happy because if win a German team, we'll be happy for Ilkay and Leroy. If win Brazil, we'll be happy for Fernandinho, Gabriel, and Eddie. And then England will be happy for Kyle, for John. For Spain, we'll be happy for Spain players, for David Silva. So I will be happy. So.
Hola, Pep. Et volia preguntar quines diferències has trobat amb la sala de premsa d'aquí, amb els periodistes, amb Alemanya i amb Barcelona. Quines particularitats, si hi ha algun tipus de preguntes més?
Nah, you are the best ones. Son los mejores. It's quite similar. When we win, we are genius, and when we lose, we are not. So.
Però no has trobat cap tipus de pregunta que sigui fixi?
No. Bastant semblant. Tu no tens el nivell, però a part d'això està bé.
The question is, have you found many difference between the press conference and the media here and the ones in Barcelona and Munich, for instance? Well, he said part of the answer in English, but he said it's very similar, and you might not have the level, but the rest are fine.
Posso hacer una pregunta en español. Soy Nuno de Portugal, de la televisión de Portugal. Te quería hacer una pregunta sobre Bernardo. Quería que hablases un poco sobre Bernardo. En Portugal se está hablando mucho sobre su calidad, sobre la temporada tremenda y sobre el futuro. Un día que Cristiano se va, él puede ser uno de los principales de Portugal. Como entrenador de él durante esta temporada, ¿qué nos puedes contar sobre Bernardo?
Primero, cuando fichamos un jugador, entendemos que irá bien, pero nunca lo sabemos. Acertamos primero de pleno en su fichaje. Segundo, mientras yo sea entrenador, si él quiere, él no se va a mover de aquí. Es un jugador que ha jugado mucho, igual no mucho de titular, porque Raheem Sterling y Sané han estado muy alto, pero ha sido el jugador que más ha participado. Es un jugador de una calidad increíble como jugador. Conecta perfecto a la manera que queremos jugar. Y luego, desde las personas, a mí me gusta trabajar las cosas que con el tiempo, además muchos cambios, dependen mucho de esto. Me encanta trabajar con buena gente, que tengan buena relación con sus compañeros, con los fisios, con el grupo, con todos. Y es difícil encontrar una persona mejor que esta que Bernardo. El otro día conocí a su padre y le felicité por eso, que tiene un hijo top. Estoy muy contento del año que ha hecho, el año que viene lo va a hacer mejor y desearle un muy buen mundial. Y que Portugal tiene una joya de jugador y de persona.
I want to ask you about Bernardo Silva. What can we tell us about his season, him as a player and as a person? Well, when we sign a player, we never know. We don't have the certainty that it's going to work, but I think we made it right. As long as I'm a coach at Manchester City, he's not going to go anywhere. Maybe he didn't play as much as we wanted for him this season, but he's been an amazing part of the team and the success of the team. He has an amazing quality. He connects perfectly the way we want to play in this team. And as a person, what can I say? I enjoy always working with good people, and he's one of them. Amazing relation with his teammates, the coaching staff, everyone. And I would say that it's difficult to find anyone better in that than Bernardo Silva. I'm really happy for his season, and hopefully next season he'll be even better, and wish him the best with Portugal in the World Cup.